Hello again, NCAC sports fans, and welcome back to This Week in the NCAC. I'm your host, Brett Billhart. On this week's show, we'll recap the 2011 NCAC fall tournaments that concluded last weekend and begin to preview the upcoming NCAA Division III national tournaments in cross country, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball. Before we analyze last weekend's conference tournaments, let's turn our attention to the gridiron, where Wabash claimed the 2011 NCAC football championship with a 28-17 victory over Wittenberg in Crawfordsville on Saturday. Wabash, which has now captured 6 NCAC football titles all time, earned the NCAC's automatic bid into the 2011 NCAA Division III football tournament, which is set to begin on November 19th. Little Giant sophomore running back Tyler Holmes rushed for a career-high 111 yards to help Wabash eclipse the 200-yard rushing mark as a team for the 4th time this season. Holmes garnered the NCAC Offensive Player of the Week award for his efforts. The Little Giants will now turn their attention to local rival DePaul as the two squads prepare to take the field for the 118th meeting between the two schools in the annual Monon Bell Classic on Saturday at 1:07 in Greencastle. The game will be broadcast live on HDNet with Kenny Rice and former NFL player Paul McGuire on the call. Allegheny, Ohio Wesleyan, and Worcester also picked up wins in league action last week. The Gators upended Hiram 44-14. Ohio Wesleyan came from behind to beat Oberlin 30-23, and Worcester cruised past Kenyon 31-3. Ohio Wesleyan junior defensive end James Huddleston stood out in the Battling Bishops' comeback win over the Yeomen. Huddleston finished the game with 11 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 1 fumble recovery. The 6 tackles for loss ties the school record held by 3 former Bishop defenders. Huddleston did collect his second NCAC Defensive Player of the Week award for his efforts. The NCAC will wrap up its football regular season on Saturday with 4 league matchups as Oberlin travels to Allegheny, Hiram hosts Ohio Wesleyan, Kenyon travels to Denison, and Wittenberg hosts Worcester. NCAC swimming and diving action continued to heat up last week as conference rivals Kenyon and Denison squared off in Gambier on Saturday. The Kenyon Lords picked up a 131-112 victory over the Big Red men, while Denison earned a 127-114 triumph over the ladies. Kenyon seniors David Summers and Zach Turk each won a sprint freestyle event and were part of the first place 400 free relay in the victory over the Big Red. Summers also met an NCAA beat cut time of 20.78 in the 50 free. Big Red junior diver Gabe Dixon earned the NCAC Men's Athlete of the Week honor after setting the school record for 6 dives in the 1-meter competition against the Lords with a score of 315.05. In the women's meet, Natalie Lugg, Alyssa Swanson, and Katie Collins each won a pair of events to help the Big Red earn the victory over the ladies. NCAC Women's Athlete of the Week laurels went to Worcester freshman Morgan Hughes, who won the 50 free in a time of 25.83 and the 100 free in a time of 55.24 in a 153-141 setback against Ohio Northern last week. She also swam the lead leg of the winning 200 free relay at the meet. After an off week for most NCAC squads on the cross-country circuit, action picks back up Saturday at NCAA regional competitions. The 2011 NCAA Division III Great Lakes Regional will be hosted by Oberlin on Saturday, with the women's race beginning at 11, followed by the men's race at noon, while DeSales will host the Mid-East Regional on the same day, with the races beginning at the same time. Allegheny is the lone NCAC school to compete in the Mid-East Regional, while the remaining NCAC squads will run at Oberlin. The NCAA Division III Men's and Women's Cross Country Championships will be hosted by Wisconsin Oshkosh at Lake Breeze Golf Course in Wisconsin on November 19th. 2 teams from each regional will earn automatic berths into the field, while 16 other squads will have an opportunity to earn an at-large bid for the national meet. And finally, let's recap last weekend's NCAC fall tournaments and look ahead to this coming weekend to see which teams have earned berths into their respective NCAA Division III National Championship tournaments. Top-seeded Denison claimed its first ever NCAC field hockey tournament title with a 2-0 triumph over second-seeded DePaul on Saturday in Granville. The victory helped the Big Red earn its first berth into the 24-team NCAA Division III tournament since the 2000 season. The Big Red will travel to Brunswick, Maine for a second-round contest against the winner of MIT and Husson on Saturday, November 12th at Bowdoin College. In the other second-round matchup at the site, Bowdoin, the defending national champions, will square off against the winner of Keene State and Endicott. The second-round winners will meet on Sunday, November 13th, in a quarterfinal matchup in Maine. Sunday's quarterfinal winner will advance to the national semifinals and finals on November 19th and 20th at Vendetti Field on the campus of Nichols College in Dudley, Massachusetts. In volleyball, Wittenberg earned its 16th straight berth into the 63-team NCAA Division III tournament with a 3-0 victory over Hiram in the NCAC Tournament Championship match on Saturday in Springfield. Hiram was also awarded a berth in the national tournament field as an at-large bid after posting a record of 26-8 this season. Wittenberg will travel to the Calvin College Regional and will play on Thursday against Rose-Hulman at 3 p.m. in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The Witt-Rose-Hulman winner will face off against the winner of the Heidelberg-Geneva opening round match on Friday. The other half of the Calvin Regional includes opening round matches featuring Calvin and St. Norbert and Hope and Otterbein. The regional championship match will be played on Saturday in Michigan. Hiram will be traveling to the Eastern University Regional in St. David's, PA, and will take on Stevenson in an opening round match on Friday. The winner of their opening round match will square off against either Penn State Altoona or Eastern in the second round on Saturday. The other half of the Eastern Regional includes opening round matches that feature Juniata and Cabrini and Mount Union and Lebanon Valley. The regional championship match in Pennsylvania will be played on Sunday. Regional volleyball winners will advance to the national quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals set for November 18th through 20th at the Washington University Fieldhouse in St. Louis, Missouri. And now turning to soccer. Second-seeded DePaul earned its 9th berth into the 61-team NCAA Division III men's soccer tournament after defeating top-seeded Ohio Wesleyan 4-2 in Saturday's NCAC Tournament Championship match in Delaware. In addition, Ohio Wesleyan extended its NCAA Division III record by earning its 34th berth into the tournament field by collecting one of the tournament's 20 at-large bids. DePaul travels to Cleveland for its opening round contest against Case on Saturday, with the winner advancing to the second round on Sunday to square off against either Ohio Northern or Rose-Hulman. Ohio Wesleyan, which has won an NCAA record 54 Division III tournament games, earned a first-round bye and will take on the Washington University Wisconsin Whitewater winner on Sunday at Roy Wright Field in Delaware. The winners of second-round games will advance to a 4-team sectional tournament to be held the weekend of November 18th through 20th on the campus of one of the competing institutions. Sectional tournament winners advance to the semifinals and finals, set for December 2nd through 3rd at the Blossom Soccer Complex in San Antonio, Texas. And finally, the Ohio Wesleyan women's soccer team earned the NCAC's automatic berth into the 64-team NCAA Division III women's soccer tournament with a 1-0 victory over Allegheny in the NCAC Conference Tournament Championship match on Saturday in Delaware. The Battling Bishops, who won back-to-back national championships in 2001 and 2002, are making their 10th all-time appearance in a national tournament and will travel to St. Louis, Missouri on Saturday to take on Wisconsin Oshkosh in an opening round match at Washington University. The winner will advance to Sunday's second round, where they will square off against either WashU or Thomas More. The second round winner will advance to a 4-team sectional tournament to be held on the weekend of November 18th through 20th on the campus of one of the competing institutions. Sectional tournament winners will advance to the semifinals and finals, set for December 2nd through 3rd, also at the Blossom Soccer Complex in San Antonio. More details for upcoming NCAA tournaments can be found online at www.ncaa.com. Here you will be able to navigate to each sport's homepage to get up-to-date tournament information, including interactive brackets, ticket information, tournament history, and other pertinent information for that specific event. Fans, we once again thank you for tuning in to another episode of This Week in the NCAC, and we look forward to keeping you up to date in the coming weeks on the success of each of our teams competing in NCAA postseason play.